Right, as promised, yes, that's ribbon. Behind there's lining. That's a bag of woolen fabrics. As promised, this is a tour of my sewing room. I keep trying to do it and keep messing up, so it's not sugar coated, and there's no rose tinted spectacles around here, but there might be a few pairs of spectacles. The blob lamp's just sat there waiting for a bulb. Can't throw it out. Threads. Obviously a nice machine. It's an industrial one that's quite fast. My old Benina and my new Singer. Yeah, quite like them both. These two ladies here, well, they've got their own little stash in this room. Catch up camera. So there's sock yarn. Possible poofs. Advent calendar. Paperwork. She's just embarrassed because she's not finished. That was a gift off a friend, and that little picture's me. We've got useful tools. Really good ones, this one here. For pulling rouleau loops through. I don't know if it's going to count that. Can you see that little hook? That's brilliant for very skinny pulling through. So we saw the threads, didn't we? And then here we have some more. Lots of. Some of them are a bit vintage. Sometimes I just cannot find the right colour. Don't know why that's in there, she says when she puts it back. These are more shiny threads. And these are plasters, because I do tend to stick pins in myself. A human pin cushion. Here we've got all sorts of bits and bobs. All sorts, even like old-fashioned suspender clips and things. You never know. More big threads. Underneath my machine I've got, in that basket there's interfacing. In this basket here there's a secret stash of wool and yarn. Because most of it's not in this room. That's got thread in, that's got bits of fabric in. Interesting books. Some I refer to when I do curtains. I don't do curtains very much, but I'm usually sewing wedding dresses and things like that, and bridesmaid dresses. That's some fabric. Oh, not very much in comparison to some of my other stash. Cup of coffee. I made that this morning and had a flush before I drank any. Don't believe what they say, and I'm not giving up coffee, and I'm not giving up wine. Poofs that don't belong with other poofs, because for making my quilts. There's a printer underneath there. I do intend to... This room isn't always quite this untidy. This lockdown's given me an opportunity to rummage and grab all my bits and bobs and see what I want to use and what I don't. So it's in the process of being processed. That's all fabric under my desk. Look at that and I think maybe it's a bit rainbowy. Maybe masks. Can't really bring myself to make too many masks. There's too many people doing it, for one thing. Right, music. A very useful bit of kit. Bit of Johnny Rotten. Stereo. My lovely advent calendar that you've seen before, which was off my knitty friend, my knitty matey. Husband's fly tying things, some of it. In here, I've got a tiny box that is extremely useful. These are trims that come in really handy for wedding dresses if you need to replace a bit of lace, or you've let something out and you've not got enough lace. And quite often I'll find I have a similar colour, same kind of ivory, same kind of lace. And then also I put loops on trains so that you can hang your train up for the evening. Ironing board. Overlocker. They go slower, it won't go out of focus. This is Advent, which it was like opening a little fluffy mouse. And it's so lovely. But I do think I will put it in my scrappy blanket because I remember the one my nanny made. And I had my favourite squares. And I used to love to just fiddle with my favourite squares and decide which one was the best. Yeah, these drawers have an issue. Yeah, definitely. Need to put all them staples back in the box. Underneath we have... that's a bag of clothing that's either going to get chopped up or altered. That's obviously a hairdryer. Husband works shifts and he sleeps. This room's on the other side of the house, so it's quieter for doing hair. I'm only moving something here because I'm not advertising for them. A bag with a name on. That's, yeah, well, you can see what that is. And there, behind me, is a mound of bags and poofs and a bag full of denim or jeans to be chopped up, a beautiful quilt and a spinning wheel, which doesn't really get enough time spent on it. A vintage coat, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that. Me. Apparently this is a flattering mirror. The important stuff. Patterns. I'll stop saying in a minute. Patterns. Lots of patterns in there. Hanging off there, I've got a bag with some bags in that I've made. And there's some more bags on the top of this pile under here. And this great big cupboard here is absolutely chock-a-block full with fabric. All the way down on both sides. So, none of it is rubbish. None of it is just fit for the bin. Oh, and that's Dolly Daydream. That's a tailor's done me, but she's got a few coats flung on her. Coats that need to find somewhere to go. Dolly Daydream because she just stands around and she's not particularly helpful. This is my chair when I sit most of the time being busy, and I think that is about it for my tour. And hopefully by the end of December it won't look quite so bad.